How you feeling?
I'm so fucked. Alright, not long to go until show day. So what's going on, guys? Brandon Harding here. Hope you're having a great day. It is currently the 15th of April. Today we are 12 days out from show number 1, just under 4 weeks out from show number 2. Got back from cardio, made some breakfast, got my 40 grams of oats and my spinach, kale and eggs topped with some of the most amazing stuff you've probably never tried. This is the stuff I'm talking about. It is the Walden Farms pancake syrup. I pour this over my eggs and it adds like literally no calories to my breakfast and it makes it taste so much better. It definitely stops it from tasting samey because I have the same breakfast every day. And then to add some flavor to my oats, I add these, which are the My Flavor Drops in flavor toffee from My Protein. And for anybody wondering where I actually get the Walden Farms syrup from, if you're from the UK, order it from Muscle Food. They have so much selection. That's where I get all of my low calorie sources from. I also get all of my gains from there, or my chicken. They come in these like 2 breast packets. It's really convenient to freeze and just take the breast packets out for when you need them instead of just defrosting like 10 breasts at one time. They've honestly been such a godsend on this prep, sorting us out with our chicken, sauces, making this whole process just that much easier. So massive shout out to Muscle Food. You guys are the shit. But right now we're gonna tuck into the first meal of today. And honestly, after cardio this morning, I'm freaking starving. In regards to the way me and Brittany are tackling the diet lately, haven't actually vlogged for the past 3 days because like the diet's been getting pretty hard right now. That's probably why I haven't vlogged so much recently, because I feel like my energy has been so low. I've been like struggling to pick up the camera, but I know I need to do it. So what we've been doing is, top tip on prep, we've been sleeping more, as in waking up later in the day, because it's literally 1:30 right now. We slept until 12 o'clock. We had an amazing 10-hour sleep. So the window that we have to consume food, which is now 1:30 until probably 12 o'clock at night, is so much shorter. So we're actually eating more consistently throughout the day, which is gonna, 1, make us feel more full, and 2, it's gonna diminish the amount of cravings that we get in between meals, because it gets to around the 2-hour mark and that's when I really start to crave, not to worry anymore, because around the 2-hour mark is when I'll be having my next meal. We're gonna dig into breakfast right now, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to you about my current weight. It seems to be falling off rather fast right now, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're gonna run with it. The syrup on these eggs is the best thing ever. Like it doesn't even taste like I'm dieting. This is a cheat meal right now, but it's not, because it's 0 calorie. It's actually just a massive mind fuck. The torment of prep. You convince yourself you're eating certain things that you're not. Which actually brings me on perfectly to Brittany's breakfast, because as you know, she's not following a meal plan. She's tracking her own macros, which allows her to do some creative things with her meals. As far as convincing your mind that you're eating certain food that you're not, this is a joke. Like this is ridiculous.
2 slices of low dough, which is like a super low carb bread.
Yeah.
Kind of. And you can bake it. I use it as like healthy pizza crust. I use it for the base of my avocado toast. And today I baked it with cinnamon. We've got some Greek yogurt, some pancake syrup. We've got 4.8 carbs right here, and this is pancakes. I dare you to tell me it's not pancakes.
Eat it. Tell me it's pancakes. Oh yes. Look at that. Close your eyes. Pancakes.
Not pancakes.
No. Both our macros are pretty low right now, so like honestly, it really is getting to that point where we're having to like convince ourselves we're eating certain food that we're not, just to get by. It's a necessary pain we have inflicted on ourselves. We only have ourselves to blame, so we can't complain. We have to just do it. Now I can be a regular person and think we have some carbs in the system. I want to go over my current weight progression, because as you know, I set a goal in a previous video of being 195 pounds on stage at the Exeter show in just 12 days time. Woke up this morning, 100 196 pounds. 12 days to lose a single pound. What's going on? I don't understand my body. We're trying to figure it out because like we don't want to drop my calories even more because I will continue to lose more weight, but I feel like we still have to make progression in terms of changing the diet for me mentally, because I feel like I need to drop calories to be able to feel like I'm progressing, even though the scale is dropping and I'm looking leaner in person. Peace of mind. I want things to change in the diet just so I know I'm progressing. But then of course there's the whole thing of why fix it if it's not broken? It's working, I'm losing weight. This is what I'm talking about. So as you can see, over the past 5 days, I've actually managed to drop 4 pounds in total, from 200 pounds exactly till this morning 196 pounds, which is a drastic drop in weight loss. Like ideally you want to lose around 2 pounds per week, but this is getting quite serious. So in terms with what we're actually going to do with this information is the plan is to add in 3 rice cakes post workout. No caramel rice cakes, literally just plain rice cakes on top of the 80 grams of Rice Krispies that I'm having with unsweetened almond milk. We actually did this yesterday in hopes to slow the weight loss, and I ended up losing another 1.8 pounds. Even still, we're gonna do it for another 2 days to see what happens. It's like a nice wave to ride because every morning I'm waking up, I'm a little bit lighter, I'm looking a little bit leaner. The lightest I've ever been on stage was when I was 19, 2 years ago, at 193 pounds. And by the looks of things, if we keep on dropping weight this fast, I will be there in under a week. We want to step on stage with a look we have never created before. So maybe me being around 190 or below is what we need to do to create that look, because I've never had super striated glutes and hamstrings on stage. But these are the check-in pictures that were taken yesterday and sent to my coach for my Sunday check-in. As you can see, my glutes are slowly starting to come in. My hamstring tie is showing. You can see the striations slowly peeping through. You can tell my glutes want to be shown and they're slowly coming through. We have 3.5 weeks to make that happen for the Body Power show, but I think based on the current weight loss, we're gonna have it at the Exeter show as well. And bearing in mind, I am the palest I've ever been right now, and I've still got the definition. So with the tan, with 2 low carb days before show and a pump backstage, you never know what can happen. Sometimes you worry about not losing weight, and then sometimes you lose it too fast. But the best thing to do is just keep a straight mind. Don't overthink things. Don't get worried. Don't think, oh my God, I'm going to be so skinny on stage, because you can always play catch up. You just need to get to the condition you need to be in first before playing catch up. And if you're not losing weight, trust the process. You will eventually start to lose weight. At the beginning of prep, you need to remember, I wasn't losing any weight 10 weeks ago. I was dieting, I was following exactly what my coach was saying, I was doing my cardio, and my weight was not dropping, and now it will not stop. You just have to trust the process. It will eventually start to happen. In regards to the tan for the first show as well, I've actually picked up some of this, which is the Pro Tan. It's the same mixture that they'll be using to spray me on show day at the Exeter show, the night before the show. Let it develop. You're not meant to shower it off, so it needs to be smooth upon like applying it. And then at the show, obviously they'll professionally spray me properly, because obviously I can't get to Exeter the night before, because usually what they do is they do a coat before, a coat in the morning, and that would be it. You'd have your 2 coats, but we're basically doing a base coat ourselves, which is a great thing because I don't take to tan very well. So I can control the amount of tan I have on my base coat, which is very, very good. The plan is right now is when Brittany is out of the shower, I'm gonna jump in and get fresh and ready. I've got a bunch of errands to run around Birmingham. I also need to spend about an hour or so getting back to everyone's messages in the Facebook group and emails about the Shredding with Hard Body workout and diet plan. The link for that is always in the description down below if you're ever interested in what I'm actually talking about. The workout guide from my program is the one I follow every single day in the gym. If I never know what to work out, I pick a workout from that. But the great thing about this plan is when you've completed it, you keep it forever. It's not just a 12-week plan that diminishes when you like have completed it. You can reset it and go again. So it's a one-time purchase, so you don't have to pay for it monthly. And it's great because when you're done, you can do it again and again and again. The diet side of things, I'm following certain protocols given in the diet, but the great thing about the diet in the Shredding with Hard Body plan is I give you specific macros as well that you need to hit. So even if you don't want to follow the diet plan, you can create your own diets to hit the same macros, as long as you're hitting the same macros every single day as the weeks progress. It's really flexible. It's an amazing plan. The workouts, they're getting really hard to complete right now because obviously my energy levels are so much lower. It's very challenging, but it's even more challenging for me right now with my calories being so low. If you're interested in the Shredding with Hard Body plan, you want to be part of the Facebook group, the link is at the top of the description if you want to be involved. You don't have to be, but it's a sick plan, so I'd get involved.
Ain't no love like real love, but it goes
I think I should just finish making meal number 2 of today. We have 200 grams of chicken breast, 40 grams of jasmine rice that is uncooked weight, and 50 grams of asparagus. Was just chilling, watching some Christian Guzman while doing some meal prep. It's always good seeing people going through your same struggle, even though the man, Christian, how are you dieting on poke bowls? If you have followed the channel while I was living in Boston with Brittany, I had a poke bowl to make gains because of the amount of carbs in that thing. Poke bowls, I crave poke bowls so much, and seeing the guy eat poke at the beginning of every single vlog to diet, mate, I don't know what you're doing, but it's wizardry, and it's really, it's mess. Christian, sort yourself out. But even still, was watching him. And also, the first 1.5 liters of the Buxton water is down. Currently drinking about 4 liters a day, and this bottle is 1.5 liters, so 2.5 of these every single day. Keeping track of my water intake, especially getting close to show now. It's very important that I'm drinking a consistent amount if I decide to manipulate water closer to the show. Fast forward about 2 hours, we are at the gym. Flex Fitness about to commence into a shoulder and tricep workout. Already got the workout planned out. It's gonna be mainly side laterals. I'm gonna be doing dumbbell side lateral, machine side lateral, upright rows, concentrated on the side delts, maybe even single arm, so I can concentrate on just like really controlling it down each individual arm. Then we're gonna do 2 rear delts, 1 press, because I'm not really concentrating too much on presses now because there's no way I can build any more mass on my shoulders, and side delts are where it's at, especially for the specific look I'm going for stage. So mainly side laterals. Then we're gonna finish off on 2 tricep, probably skull crusher, and then some sort of cable overhead press. But that's the plan. Now let's do it. Don't forget to lock the car, Brandon. Let's do it. Let's do this. So fucked. I think guys, so we just got back from the gym, about to get into the post-workout meal, which is gonna be the end of this video. What we have is our 80 grams of Rice Krispies with the unsweetened almond milk. We have 200 milliliters of this. Now, I'm trying something that I've never actually tried before. My coach is allowing me, as I said earlier, 3 rice cakes post-workout. Now, as you can see, there's a paste over them because these are plain rice cakes. They're not caramel. They taste like shit. If you add a tiny little bit of cold water to protein and the My Protein flavor drops, I have flavor cheesecake, to this paste, you mix it together with a spoon to get the consistency that you want, and you can put it on rice cakes and it looks a little bit like this. These little hacks are so important when going through prep because obviously I'm 12 days out from my show now. All these little glimpses of happiness are what get me through. So I'm gonna enjoy this with Rice Krispies, and then for the rest of tonight, me and Brittany are gonna watch Game of Thrones because the final season, season 8 is out. We binged watched in the winter of Boston because it was so cold. We couldn't go outside. We had nothing to do. So we literally watched Game of Thrones season 1 till season 7 in 3 weeks. I think we calculated it was 53 hours
spent.
Something
nasty.
It was disgusting. I can't believe we did it, but even still, we're gonna enjoy that. And this other series we've been watching on Netflix to help pass the time. What's it called?
The Umbrella Academy.
The Umbrella Academy. It's fucked up. It's weird. It's sick. Umbrella Academy, if you haven't seen it. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. If you haven't already, join the Don Squad. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.